Princess Anne's daughter has been caught on camera 15 times showing exactly what she thinks of Queen Camilla. Anne's relationship with Camilla has always been difficult, that's documented. But Zara is taking it further. At coronation events, royal gatherings, state functions, the footage doesn't lie. The body language, the cold shoulders, the deliberate positioning. We're counting down every single snub, from the subtle to the savage. By the end, you'll understand that the next generation hasn't forgotten what Camilla did to Diana. Number 15 starts mild, but by number 1, you'll be shocked at how far Zara is willing to go. Number 1, the Andrew Parker Bowles connection. Here's the fact that makes everything else make sense. Princess Anne dated Andrew Parker Bowles before Camilla married him. Some reports suggest they were quite serious. The relationship predated Charles and Camilla's romance by years, forming part of the tangled romantic history of the British aristocracy. When Camilla divorced Andrew in 1995, when she finally married Charles in 2005, that complicated history didn't disappear. Andrew remained remarkably close to the royal family despite his ex-wife becoming queen. And here's the stunning detail that explains so much. Andrew Parker Bowles is Zara's godfather. Read that again. Camilla's ex-husband is the godfather to Anne's daughter. Every christening, every birthday, every family gathering. Andrew has been present in Zara's life since her birth in 1981. He was chosen by Anne and her then-husband, Mark Phillips, to be a spiritual guardian to their daughter. Every time Zara appears at an event with both Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles, she's navigating a situation most families would find impossible. Her godfather's ex-wife is now married to her uncle. The woman who left Andrew for Charles, helping to destroy Diana's marriage in the process, now sits on the throne beside the king. That history of tangled relationships and broken loyalties explains everything that follows. Number 2. The mother's influence. Understanding Zara's relationship with Camilla requires understanding Anne's relationship with Camilla, and that relationship has never been warm. Anne has always found Camilla opportunistic, a royal insider told New Idea magazine in 2021. She's really throwing her weight around. The source revealed something even more telling about the dynamics between Charles's sister and his wife. Anne had grown frustrated that she rarely gets any alone time with her brother because Camilla is always there. The brother-sister bond that existed for decades has been altered by Camilla's constant presence. The Princess Royal is known throughout the royal family for her no-nonsense approach to life. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. She doesn't pretend to like people she doesn't respect. She doesn't play political games or engage in false friendliness. And she has never fully warmed to the woman who replaced Diana. Zara grew up watching her mother navigate this difficult relationship with the woman who is now Queen. She learned from Anne the balance between duty and distance. She absorbed the powerful lesson that you can be polite without being warm, present without being close, correct without being genuine. What Zara displays at royal events reflects exactly what Anne has modeled for decades. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Number 3. The I'm a Celebrity revelations. In November 2022, Mike Tindall became the first member of the royal family, even by marriage, to appear on I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. The Australian Jungle Show places celebrities in stressful situations where they often reveal far more than they intended. Over 3 grueling weeks in the jungle, Mike spoke extensively about the royal family, about his relationship with various members, about who he genuinely admires and who he feels closest to in the institution he married into. His comments about King Charles were respectful and appropriate, acknowledging the sovereign's position and their cordial relationship. His comments about Princess Anne were genuinely warm, showing real affection for his mother-in-law and admiration for her dedication to duty. His comments about William and Kate revealed true friendship, with stories of casual dinners at their home and relaxed family gatherings. But Camilla barely featured in any of his jungle conversations. In 3 weeks of campfire chat, when celebrities typically reveal everything about their lives, the Queen Consort was notable for her almost complete absence from Mike's anecdotes. No fond stories about Camilla. No expressions of closeness to her. No mention of any meaningful personal relationship at all. What you don't say can be as revealing as what you do say. And Mike's silence about Camilla spoke volumes. Number 4. The Coronation Eve party. The night before Charles and Camilla's coronation, arguably the most significant day in Camilla's entire life, Zara and Mike went out celebrating. They stayed out until 2 a.m., making the absolute most of a rare child-free evening. It was quite nice to have a little date night, Mike told Good Morning Britain in the days that followed. When you've got 3 children, it's not always the easiest to get out and just have a drink together. Listen very carefully to how he framed that historic evening, date night. Not a night celebrating the momentous occasion of Camilla becoming Queen of the United Kingdom. Not honoring the coronation of the new monarch. Simply a date night that happened to coincide with the coronation festivities. The framing Mike chose was deeply telling. The priorities were crystal clear. While the palace prepared for the biggest day in Camilla's life, while the world's media gathered to witness her crowning moment, Zara and Mike treated it as nothing more than an opportunity for personal time together. Some might call it a coincidence of scheduling. Others might recognize it as a subtle but unmistakable statement about where their loyalties truly lie. Number 5. The wedding guest list. When Zara married Mike Tindall in July 2011 at the beautiful Canongate Kirk in Edinburgh, the guest list included virtually every significant member of the royal family. The late Queen Elizabeth II attended, lending her blessing to her granddaughter's marriage. Prince Philip was there supporting his granddaughter. Prince Charles made an appearance as Zara's uncle. Princess Anne, as mother of the bride, hosted the reception at the magnificent Holyrood Palace. Camilla attended as Charles's wife. Protocol absolutely demanded her presence at such a significant family occasion. But the wedding photographs from that joyous day tell an interesting and revealing story about where genuine affection lies versus where mere obligation places people. In the official group shots, positioning matters enormously. Who stands next to whom? Who appears in the candid moments between formal poses? Who's captured laughing together naturally during the celebrations? The photographs from that day show Zara surrounded by the family members she's genuinely close to, her mother Anne beaming with pride, her brother Peter sharing jokes, her cousins William and Harry celebrating with authentic joy. The friends she'd known for years gathered around her. Camilla appears in the photographs where protocol demands she appear, not where natural affection would place her. The distinction is subtle, but entirely visible to anyone who knows how to read royal photographs. Number 6. The greeting gradient. At multiple royal events over the years, photographers have captured the way Zara greets different family members as they arrive at various functions. She kisses her mother Anne on the cheek with obvious and genuine warmth. The affection between mother and daughter is palpable in every photograph. She hugs Kate like a genuine friend, their affection evident in relaxed body language and easy smiles. She embraces her cousins and their children with the natural ease of close family who actually enjoy each other's company. With Camilla, the greeting is markedly different. A nod of acknowledgement, a brief formal greeting, a handshake perhaps, the minimum requirements of manners and protocol satisfied, but nothing more. The gradient in warmth is visible across dozens of photographs from different events over many different years. At Royal Ascot, at the Cheltenham Festival, at coronation celebrations and Christmas gatherings and state functions, Zara saves her genuine warmth for specific people. Her body language lights up visibly for certain arrivals and remains carefully measured for others. Queen Camilla consistently falls into the second category. Number 7. The Jubilee separation. The late Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations in June 2022 brought the entire extended royal family together for multiple events over 4 spectacular days. Zara and Mike were prominent attendees throughout the historic occasion. During the Jubilee concert at Buckingham Palace, the Tindalls were photographed singing along enthusiastically, dancing in their seats, celebrating with obvious and infectious joy. They appeared alongside William, Kate, and others in the royal box, clearly having the time of their lives. The family bond was evident to all watching, the happiness genuine and unrehearsed, but careful analysis of the positioning throughout the Jubilee events told another story beneath the surface. In group photographs, Zara consistently appeared in clusters that didn't include Camilla. Whether in the royal box watching performances or on the famous balcony waving to the crowds, they occupied different spaces within the same events. The Jubilee was meant to celebrate the Queen's remarkable 70 years on the throne, but it also showed, for those watching closely enough, where the real family bonds existed and where they simply didn't. Number 8, the Cheltenham Cluster. The Cheltenham Festival is absolutely Tindall territory. Every March, Zara and Mike attend the famous horse racing festival in Gloucestershire, mingling with other royals and celebrities who share their passion for equestrian sport. March 2024 found them there again, joined by various royals, including Queen Camilla herself. The informal and relaxed atmosphere of a racing festival often reveals family dynamics that formal state events carefully conceal. Body language expert Darren Stanton analyzed Mike and Zara's behavior at Cheltenham on behalf of Betfair Casino. He noted their remarkable and refreshing authenticity, their complete refusal to put on any kind of front for cameras, their genuine tactile, loving connection with each other, visible for all to see. Mike and Zara never put on a front, Stanton observed in his analysis. They're probably the most tactile and more visually affectionate than any other couple in the royal family. But what the expert notably didn't observe was that same easy authenticity extending to their interactions with Camilla. The Tindalls gravitated naturally towards certain family members and kept noticeably polite distance from others. In the relaxed festival atmosphere, where pretense drops away, their genuine preferences became entirely visible. Number 9, the Wimbledon Warmth Differential. In July 2024, multiple members of the royal family attended the prestigious Wimbledon Championships. Kate was there in her role as patron of the All England Club. Camilla made appearances. Zara and Mike attended several days throughout the famous fortnight. What body language analysts who studied the footage noted was the stark and unmistakable contrast in Zara's interactions, depending entirely on who she was standing or sitting near. With Kate, she was completely relaxed, animated and engaged, chatty and comfortable. Their positioning suggested genuine friendship built over many years. They leaned toward each other naturally in conversation. They laughed together easily and often. With Camilla, the interaction was markedly and obviously different. Polite but noticeably brief. Formal but carefully distant. The body language of obligation fulfilled rather than affection expressed. Same prestigious event. Same beautiful venue. Same woman in both interactions, but completely different energy and warmth depending entirely on who stood beside her. Number 10. The Missing Easter. Easter 2024. The royal family gathered at St. George's Chapel, Windsor, for the traditional Easter Sunday service that marks one of the most important dates on the Christian calendar. King Charles and Queen Camilla led the congregation through the ancient rituals of worship. Princess Anne attended the service despite mobility issues that required her to use an umbrella as a walking aid. The legendary dedication of the Princess Royal to royal duty was on full display for all to admire. Despite physical discomfort, Anne was there. Zara and Mike were noticeably absent. The official explanation offered was scheduling conflicts, but when your own mother manages to attend despite obvious physical difficulties, the choice to miss such an important family and religious occasion feels far more deliberate than accidental. Some events on the royal calendar are simply too important to skip without making some kind of statement. Easter Sunday service with the sovereign is absolutely one of them. Number 11. The Missing Easter 2025. Easter 2025. Same historic chapel. Same traditional service. Same sovereign leading the royal family in worship. Charles and Camilla again at the center of the family's Easter celebrations. Zara and Mike were absent again. For the second consecutive year, 2 years in a row without Anne's daughter at the most significant religious service of the spring. GB News reported that the Tindalls re-emerged on social media just days later, clearly healthy and active, enthusiastically promoting Mike's upcoming charity golf event. The pattern of absences strongly suggests intention rather than unfortunate coincidence. Once could be chalked up to unavoidable scheduling conflicts. Twice in succession becomes a deliberate choice, a quiet but entirely unmistakable statement about priorities and perhaps about deeper allegiances within the family. Number 12. The Ascot arrival. Royal Ascot is perhaps the most glamorous annual event on the entire royal calendar. Every June, the royal family processes majestically down the racecourse in horse-drawn carriages, greeting the cheering crowds before the day's racing begins. Zara and Mike attend Ascot religiously year after year. Their deep and genuine love of horses makes it one of the few royal events where they're entirely and completely in their element. This is their world. At the 2023 meeting, photographers captured Zara executing a perfect, graceful curtsy as King Charles arrived in the leading royal carriage. The gesture was beautifully formal, deeply respectful, exactly what ancient protocol demands when greeting the sovereign. But when Camilla followed in the royal procession, keen observers noted the curtsy was noticeably briefer, the accompanying smile measurably less bright. The overall body language shifted almost imperceptibly, but definitely from genuine warmth to merely dutiful acknowledgement. One curtsy for the king, a distinctly different curtsy for his wife. Number 13. The balcony distance. After the magnificent coronation ceremony on May 6, 2023, the entire royal family gathered on the famous Buckingham Palace balcony for the traditional appearance before the hundreds of thousands of people thronging the mall below. Body language expert Judy James carefully analyzed the positioning of every single royal on that historic balcony appearance. King Charles and Queen Camilla took center stage, exactly as protocol demanded for the newly crowned monarchs. Prince William and Princess Kate stood nearby with their 3 children. Zara positioned herself deliberately toward the edge of the assembled group, close enough to the center to appear supportive of the occasion, far enough away to maintain maximum possible distance from Camilla's immediate orbit and attention. When you're standing on a balcony that size, where exactly you position yourself is absolutely a conscious choice. The positioning for such historic moments is discussed and agreed carefully in advance by palace officials. Zara chose distance. Number 14. The concert cold shoulder. The night after the coronation ceremony, a star-studded concert was held in the grounds of Windsor Castle. Lionel Richie performed. Katy Perry dazzled. Take That reunited. It was a spectacular celebration of the new reign watched by millions around the world. Zara and Mike attended, seated prominently in the royal section. They were photographed dancing enthusiastically to the music, laughing with other family members, clearly enjoying every moment of the entertainment on offer. But body language analysts who carefully studied the footage noticed something quite revealing about Zara's behavior. Her warmth and visible animation were directed specifically at certain people. Her uncle William received genuine animated engagement. Her cousin Kate got warm, friendly conversation. Her brother Peter shared obvious jokes and natural laughter. When cameras panned to capture moments involving Camilla, Zara's energy visibly shifted. The animation noticeably dimmed, the warmth measurably cooled. She became something far more measured, more careful, more guarded. The difference was subtle, but completely unmistakable to trained observers watching the footage. Number 15. The coronation positioning. May 6, 2023. The historic coronation of King Charles III and Queen Camilla at Westminster Abbey. A ceremony watched live by an estimated global television audience of over 20 million people. Every single seat in the ancient abbey was carefully assigned weeks in advance. The positioning of every member of the royal family was meticulously planned by palace officials. Where you sat directly reflected your place in the family hierarchy and your relationship to the principal figures being crowned. And where exactly was Zara seated? nowhere near Camilla. Body language experts who analyzed footage of the 2-hour ceremony noted that throughout the entire service, Zara maintained maximum possible distance from the newly crowned queen. She sat with her husband, Mike Tindall, and her brother, Peter Phillips, forming a distinct and deliberate cluster of Princess Anne's children, noticeably separate from Camilla's immediate orbit. The carefully planned seating chart placed Zara firmly with the extended family, not anywhere near the inner circle of the new queen. For the late Queen Elizabeth's granddaughter, an Olympic silver medalist in her own right, that particular positioning sent a clear and unmistakable message. Zara could have sought proximity to the new queen. Protocol would certainly have allowed it. Her royal blood entitled her to a closer position if she wanted one. She chose separation instead. Zara isn't afraid to show her true feelings, but what about Diana's death investigation? In our next video, we reveal what the coroner was ordered to leave out of Diana's case. Evidence that never made it to the official record. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next generation remembers everything, and they're not staying silent.